Yesterday we were all focused on my cars that I'm getting ready for the first stop of the world tour, Englishtown, New Jersey. I'm gonna see you guys there this weekend, but today we are gonna be starting off working on someone else's car. The old trusty 1JZ Coupe has landed in Florida. I don't remember if I shared that with you guys. We're bringing it up to New Jersey to be driven by a very rad friend of ours. Any guesses? Now, full disclosure, in addition to the time that I spent on this thing in Vegas, I did have the boys over at Drift HQ give her a little TLC, because this thing is rough, but it's a trooper, and it always puts down good laps. That's right, Randy from Eliminate's driving this thing. I'm stoked. He was just happy to come out. He wasn't even planning to drive it. I told him I was gonna do my best to get him a car, and it worked out that to get a caged car in New Jersey, the best bet was to bring this thing up. I was trying to convince Jimmy to cage his Z, but I am happy for Randy to be driving this thing. I know he's comfortable around a 1J, and this thing has definitely turned a few laps, but I figured I'd throw a sticker on just to seal the deal. So I'm no pro livery installer, but Jay and his team from JZ Wraps, they are pro installers, and you're about to see this thing recreated with the 2020 livery. How you guys doing?
Good, man.
It is bringing back so many memories seeing this thing back with this livery. I'm pumped. Definitely my favorite. Do you like this one?
Yeah, and it's gonna be nice to see it with the updated sponsors, and it's a lot more work, like you can see.
But it's gonna look good.
Yeah, it's gonna look good, and it's back on the Blix.
We've got a long day cut out ahead of us. We're about to go make some decisions about the Supra trunk assembly. You wanna show me what's going on?
Yeah.
So with this car, it sucks that it's kind of difficult to use the OEM latches because they're all electronic. The front, we've already committed to going to hood pins. The stock like hood latch assembly is like insanely bulky and won't work with a lot of the stuff we have up there. And in the trunk, what are our options?
So it's electric. We could figure out the power supply and then just have a button to release it. There is a manual latch, like an emergency latch that goes on here. We could stand it, use P-clamps and tie it down to there and hook it up to the roll cage so you just a quick pull and it releases the trunk. Or we could just use the pop style quick latches on the rear. The way the car, you know, is in motion, so the pop style latches would work fine. But now, or the spring style like the E36, I personally don't like those.
Yeah, I agree. I think it'd be sweet to do the electric one, just because like think about how gangster it would be to press a button on a keypad. But for time constraints, if we can make the oh shit, I'm locked in my trunk thing work, yeah. I think having just like a cable or something that we could pull here, like worst case scenario, even if I had to get in the car and reach to pull it, I'd rather not spend too much time on that, just so we can spend more time dialing in the alignment and other stuff that matters more.
Yeah, no, and then to get in the car with the seats in, it's almost impossible. So the way to do it is either extend it down there and just leave it non-slacked so that the trunk will open, or do the push style. The button one, that would be sweet. I just, like you said, we don't.
For time reasons, that could be something we do later versus drilling holes in the trunk to put those other latches. I think the oh I'm locked in my trunk thing is the move for now. We
are planning to expand to the second PMU so that we don't have all those relays in the car. So that's definitely something that we could add into the keypad, is having something, the second PMU control the latch on this.
The economy that we're in right now is challenging and no one knows what the future holds, which is why to keep your business thriving, you gotta find ways to save money without cutting corners. And that's where the sponsor of today's video comes into play, ShipStation. With ShipStation, you can save up to 84% off of UPS and USPS rates, and you can manage all your orders from one simple, easy to use dashboard. And when you lower your shipping costs and make returns easy, your customers stay happy and you save money. ShipStation was game changing for us. I know you guys are gonna like it, and if you're on the fence about trying it, the free trial is super quick, super easy. It'll quickly make sense to you why 98% of companies that use ShipStation for a year wind up using it for life. It also integrates everywhere, so if you sell on eBay, Etsy, Amazon, Shopify, wherever you sell stuff, you can automate routine tasks, print labels, and easily compare rates and delivery times to save you money and keep your customers happy. Go to shipstation.com/AdamLZ to get your free 60-day trial so you can worry less about your bottom line and save money with ShipStation. Once again, it's just shipstation.com/AdamLZ. And I want to give them a massive thank you for continuing to support my channel over the years and help us do what we do. Thank you. while Johan and the guys are working on the Supra. Jay and his team are working on the FD car. I'm gonna take this thing for some rips outside. It's actually the first time that I've owned this car in Florida, and it will be the first time that I've driven it in sea level elevation. Every time I've been driving this, it's been at like high altitude. So I'm pretty excited to feel if the 1J feels a bit more snappy here. It should, right? Like it was pretty fast up there, so I think it'll feel a lot better at sea level. High altitude, turbo cars, definitely lose some power.
Yo, this thing is fast. Like, I genuinely think this car can win the competition. I don't know if the gearing is gonna be perfect for the New Jersey track, but for whatever reason, this car is like unbelievably easy to drive, and it's just like fast. It could have something to do with the inch of toe in it has in the rear. Am I on fire?
No, it looks slow.
What'd he say?
It looks slow.
Sean says I'm on fire.
Go faster.
Go faster. It's pretty hooked up right now, and I'm driving full throttle. I wonder how much my boost PSI is. I think it's stage 2.
Sean says you need more boost.
More boost? This thing's on pump gas. Maybe it has a boost leak. It's pretty fast though, honestly.
I think.
Yeah, of course.
We're good.
I like that a lot. Y'all remember in Vegas when that spit all over me? We're back. Better than ever. Oh, 1JZ. Every time I see this car, I'm like, why the f do I own this thing? And then I drive it and I'm like, that's why I own it. This car has repeatedly come out of sitting for like a year and then have the absolute beat out of it, and she just keeps on chugging along. So I hope you enjoy it, Randy. Randomly inserted Adam to give you huge news. For the first time ever, we are doing a pre-order on LZ World Tour Englishtown t-shirts. Now the reason we're doing this, we typically sell out very quick at events. It's very hard to guess the number of shirts that will move. So if you want to secure a shirt and make sure you get one, whether you're going to the event or not going to the event, you have the opportunity to get your hands on one. Live on the site now, link is in the description. We're walking over to our new printing room. We're gonna meet with James and dial in some of the stickers for the S15 livery. But one thing I wanna let you guys know that my mom always told me about blueberries: if you wash them before you eat them, you're a I get a text from my mom. She watches old videos. She's gonna be like, I never said that. Welcome to Hurricane James. James made this his office for the week because there's lots and lots of signed things that have been needed. James, is it a Hardee's day or is it a Coors Banquet type of day?
Okay, the Hardee's is not mine. It's always a Coors Banquet type of day.
That was, James has been pulling some.
But you can see a coffee mug with coffee left in it, coffee mug with coffee left in it. There's a dozen Rockstar cans around here somewhere.
That's drinking alcohol.
So I put a spray bottle thing on and I've just been, hydrating.
Did I?
No.
That's not drinking alcohol.
It is drinking alcohol, but it's just for cleaning
In a
stuff.
can?
No, the bottle sprayer thing.
Oh.
That's diesel.
All right. Oh, I see what you're saying. That's funny. So we have the stickers from the old livery. Some sponsors have obviously changed. I actually spoke with Michael D-Magic about remaking this livery and re-popping it. He was pretty busy, so we're actually just taking the exact files that we had before, and James is using his digital design prowess to take new sponsor logos and make them blend in with the old style. So as an example, this was the old Injuku logo. I think you did a pretty good job recreating.
Yeah, I need to add the white border and the black border because that definitely is going to make it pop off the car more.
Yeah. So we'll get these dialed in, and then what we'll do is we'll mock them up on the car on Photoshop. So that way we can move the stickers around here and then get an idea of kind of how it's gonna look. So less guess and check work.
Remember that?
Stillhouse. It would have been such a funny meme if we put like a logo of a company we really want to get sponsored by, like Starbucks or something, like in the corner. But then hope that like the VP or something sees it in the video, and then we get sponsored by Starbucks.
Integrate into existence.
It's crazy that stuff like that actually happens. They'll be like, I'll be like holding a can of something random, and then I'll get a DM from
Banquet.
Banquet.
Give me a banquet sponsor, baby. Hurricane James needs a banquet sponsor.
You heard that? So, design, then print, then cut, then install.
Then drive
And
car.
you if you watch Liveries. One of the reasons why we did gray and white in the livery is because half of my wheels are gray, half of my wheels are white. I'm on the fence right now about if I want to do the SL sticker or not. Usually I'm an OG sticker guy, but I think on the pressed graphite wheels it would look weird. But I'm gonna see how the SL sticker looks. I kind of like it. It doesn't look cheap. Sometimes they look cheap to me.
No, that works perfect.
Add the little race car S to it.
Yeah, no, I like that a lot.
God, why does that look so sunk? Damn, it looks so sunk in the air, doesn't it?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, it definitely is, but
That's crazy. When this car's on the ground, it like the track width comes out so much. I guess it's just the way that the arms are articulate. Yeah, the other side looks the same.
interesting.
That's crazy. I'm gonna probably put a spacer on it anyway, but we like that?
I do.
Okay.
I like that a lot.
We'll keep that. Look perfect.
Brother, your photo
good,
was
right?
so good. Like, I took a ruler to it. This was straight as an arrow.
Climbed a ladder, dog.
That's crazy.
Heat wave looks funky. Copyright, copyright, copyright. Mute, mute.
I don't like, this is the box
Is it the
version.
yellow?
I don't like it.
So what we could do that would kind of be a boss move. What if we just did the pineapple? Or sorry, the palm tree.
He's sponsored by Oaks Garage.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe that would look cool.
It would be,
I think it's the empty yellow space around the heat wave that's...
well, let's decide on the side then before we do the.
Yeah, there's just like the yellow...
That's why I think the
Could we
other
invert
logo
it?
is better. It'll look odd with the rest of the logos,
Would it? The Yashio factory has a yellow inside their logo.
but only on the YF. It is better. It's just
Marginally. Heatwave has such a cool logo on every other car, but this one is just like, because of the fact that we're trying to honor their box.
on their box.
Companies have like specific brand requirements. This is multitask Adam all the time, by the way. They have like specific requirements of like scaling or things in colors they like the logos on. Heatwave's pretty easy, but they like this over some of the weird we do with their logos sometimes. So the side skirt, I don't hate it as much. The hood though, I think maybe just having the palm tree could be cool.
Yeah.
All right, so the base graphics are done. You filming something for the YouTube channel?
Sir.
All right, where can we find your guys' work?
Should be on YouTube at JZ Raps, JAYZEE Raps.
All right, we'll put the tag up here. So, will you guys have any like tips or tricks for people that maybe trying to do something similar to themselves?
With the graphics, pretty much just take it slow, make sure everything looks good where it is. I mean, placement's key, really.
It's coming out awesome. I'm gonna go check in the printer, see if we got the logos coming out. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Hell yeah.
You happy with this thing?
Oh man,
Came out sick.
perfect.
White wheels or gray?
White.
Yeah.
White all day, yeah.
Yeah, I only have 2 powder coated, so.
Yeah.
Well,
It just pops so hard.
it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Hell yeah.
This thing's coming out so good. Makes me so happy to see it. I'm gonna go check on the stickers and see if they're good. Checking in on the printer. Printer's printing. How's that printer printing?
It's printing,
Yeah?
guaranteed,
Guaranteed.
100%.
All right. Yep. That's a sticker. Can I open it?
Nope.
Oh, no.
Absolutely not.
Is it like a blacklight printer? Like a photo thing?
It's drying.
Even if you open that hatch, it freaks out and
Yeah.
ruins the whole job.
Hate that for me.
It's almost done though.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Babysitting?
I want to see the lamination process, how it's done.
It's 10 o'clock. There's still a lot to go. I got the Super up on stands and I'm doing a little ride height / alignment, dialing it in. I want a little bit more side bite, so I think tomorrow morning I'm gonna swap the springs. I just gotta drive over to BC and pick them up. I don't have a front sway bar yet, so I can compensate by running a higher spring rate in the front. I actually raised the rear up a little bit too because I think I was so low that I was losing a little bit of side bite there. Jay changed his flight to make sure that he could get this thing done, which I appreciate.
Yes, sir.
You know, if I tried laying on some of these stickers, we'd end up having creases and folds, and all that hard work would kind of be for waste.
You got to get an A1.
Yeah, well,
Another late night.
it's looking good. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
We have a good time and get some cars done.
Welcome back to Hurricane James.
You just took the words right out of my mouth. This is what we got going on today. So it is Wednesday. The World Tour is Friday, and I need to leave on the airplane at 6 a.m. tomorrow. There's a lot to do. I got a little to-do list up here of what's going on. We got to do, this is all the S15 graphics that we've already finished, and there should be another one right there that I'm about to do. We got to do windshield banners for all 37 drivers, door cards for all 37 drivers, graphics for our boy Cody at BC Racing. We got to make some trophies. Did you know we're going to print trophies? Everybody's getting a sticker as a trophy.
So Arts and Crafts Day?
Arts and Crafts Day.
Make your best stick figure trophy.
Make your best stick figure trophy. We produce quality stickers. This is what I'm about to run now. This is the last graphics for the S15 livery. Just little bits and pieces. We got rear bumper, front bumper, not a step, it's a movement for the canard things, Adam's idea. Toe strap markers. I printed that graphic the wrong way yesterday, and I wanted to make the night a little bit bigger. It's so cool that we can just do this in-house, but at the same time it's not cool because I'm going crazy in the sticker room. But it is really nice to be able to like test and trial and error things and do them on different ways. So windshield banners are really cool, door cards are really cool. You guys are gonna like them. We'll show you that process from start to finish. So wanted to do really cool like New York pizza style trophies, but James is too busy and didn't. James is bad at planning. So we're doing skateboards. Everybody's getting a chaser skateboard. Doesn't say first place, second place, third place. They're just getting a chaser skateboard. Just kidding. We're gonna take these and we're gonna wrap them. Same graphic as the World Tour banner. It'll just say LZ World Tour with our partners, and it'll say first place, second place, third place, so on and so forth.
That's cool.
And I want to make one for Drift Games, and I want to make one for us, and I want to make one for second place, and third place, and 17th place. You heard it here, baby. 17th place trophy. Those S15 stickers are done. Now we gotta load the take-up roll and get these things off the printer. Wow, look at her roll. Let me just bring those over here. So this is our laminator. And this is basically just going to add another layer to the vinyl, which is essentially adding years to its durability and its life. This part is pretty tedious, and I've learned that even if it's a small little job, if you don't put it on the wheel or on the take-up roll, it'll be all wrinkly. All sign shop guys are about to have a field day with my ass. Be like, he's not doing this, he's not doing that. We did the thingy, I printed them, we laminated them, now they're on the plotter. Basically the way this works is there's a separate layer for the art file that's called a cut contour layer, and the cut contour layer is just the basic shapes you want cut. Then the printer actually prints these registration marks, and these registration marks are where the sensor on this guy goes and scans, and it goes corner 1, got it, and then it goes corner 2, got it, corner 3, got it, corner 4, got it, and it's like, okay, I know the box I'm supposed to be cutting in, and then it knows exactly where the artwork is. It's crazy. It's a really cool process. So yeah, it just cut all the stickers for us. Now I'm gonna weed them and then put some transfer tape on them, and we're gonna go put them on the car. Adam hasn't seen his not a step stick. See if he liked it. That guy.
I like it. That's good. That's cool.
You got options, but
Ooh,
this
spicy.
one's die cut. This one's just blue.
No, I like this.
All right.
I think that'll look cool.
Good.
Good job.
Thanks. Or like this.
Probably straight on.
Like this.
Yeah. Follow the straightness.
Like, no.
Very nice. Jay was literally here last night until 4 in the morning, finishing the car. It looks amazing. This car has been through so many iterations. It's been wrapped multiple times. I have to say, I think this might be the best the car has ever looked. There's still some damage underneath some body panels that, like, you know, maybe you can't see unless you're a foot or two away, but the wrap, the graphics, everything came out gangster, and I cannot express my appreciation to Jay enough. If you guys are in Texas, or honestly anywhere near Texas, and you want to have your car wrapped, Jay and his team over at Jay-Z Wraps, they're awesome people, very detailed. I'm like exceedingly happy with how he's done on this car, the yellow Chaser, and of course the Supra, and back when he was helping us at the track. It's kind of a cool story and how we met. But on his channel, they will have some coverage of the process of them wrapping both cars, so if you want to check it out, I'll make sure to have a link in the description, and I'll have it on the screen here too. All right, it's crunch time. I'm actually on the dyno. I want to run this thing in now that it's got the fresh motor in it, and Johan did a little bit of porting to the intake runners where there was a small step. In theory, it should pick up a little bit of power, but I'm more concerned if it flows more air up top. I want to make sure fueling is good before I get this thing on track, and it's a lot easier and more control to do on the dyno. We can also see leaks and other things going on a lot easier than me beating the crap out of it outside, especially now. For making power, I was trying to analyze and make sure that nothing bad was going on in a controlled environment. So one issue that I see is fuel pressure. We are losing about 10 psi, which indicates that maybe a pump isn't working correctly. And then additionally, oil pressure, I know Vargas wants it closer to like 120, so we might need to just adjust that relief valve to get oil pressure a little bit higher. I didn't go to redline because I saw that, but next pull I will. If you guys can see the graph, we actually did have a small gain that's probably due to the porting. We tried all different types of air, fuel, and ignition timing. We're kind of maxed out where we were, so to see a gain like that everywhere is pretty huge. Giving her the old Griot's speed shine, why don't you? Unfortunately, it's going back on the lift. On the dyno, we saw about a 10 psi pressure drop from, like, let's just say idle to redline once it's under load. We had a similar issue before. There's essentially like a stock style crimp that goes to the fuel pump, and last time the crimp failed. So we're gonna look into it. The car would be fine to drive right now, but the problem is if the line's starting to fail and then fails completely, we would have no fuel. So it's better to put eyes on it here than when it gets up there.
John said you. Wait, if you haven't got your tickets already, make sure to get them. Link is in the description. lzworldtour.com.
We're still digging into the fuel tank. Hopefully we'll be able to figure out what's going on. Regardless, the car works on one fuel pump, just trying to play it safe rather than sorry. So see you there. It's gonna be a good time.
When you